Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's that time of year again where we talk about Nintendo Direct and rumors of Directs. So I thought we'd go over a quick roundup of the different rumors that are out there, and let's start here first with something related to a game that got delayed for nearly a year now. This post here has been making the rounds. It's from a Reddit forum about gaming leaks and rumors, and if you go down here a little ways, it basically says that the person works at Walmart and that they've gotten stands for various games like Minecraft Legends and Tears of the Kingdom. And the next to last paragraph here says, finally, the last one is an Advance Wars display that says available now, and the documents attached with it said to put the display up on February 10th. Now, February 10th is Friday of next week. And of course, this isn't really an authoritative post here. We don't know who this person is. They didn't post any pictures. But it did kind of spark the rumors that perhaps Advance Wars would get announced at a Direct next week. And just out of curiosity, I went over to Walmart's website and looked up if they had a release date, and this post was here, but it's being sold by a third-party retailer, Nostalgic Old Shop. But on here it says that it arrives on Tuesday, February 14th. Now, of course, this is not being sold by Walmart, but being sold through Walmart, but it still kind of adds a little more credibility. And then we have Jeff Grubb, who in his Grubb Snacks, I think is what his podcast is called. And we have the part transcribed here from VGC. He said, everything I'm hearing, and it's all just sort of reiterating it, it continues to be the week of February 6th. Over and over and over again, every little detail I get is basically a week from now, and we should be hearing about all this stuff. And then later on he added, I think it's probably late in the week, so February 6th is going to come around and we're not going to hear about it, and people are going to freak out like there's nothing happening. First of all, I'm not guaranteeing it for that week. I'm just saying that's what everything is sort of pointing to right now. Now, Grubb was correct in the timing of the last Direct we had back in September of last year. However, he took some serious heat for predicting Metroid Prime and a Zelda Twin Pack would get announced. He did own up to his mistakes, saying he mixed up some information that he had been given. So I at least give him kudos for that. And then finally, we had a post that was on that Reddit leaks forum that was originally posting that the Direct was going to be on February 7th. And that post was taken down, and they posted up this message in its place, basically saying that there was no proof, just someone who works for a company close to Nintendo saying that the Direct was confirmed. Now, this post also pointed out a few things interesting. One, Nintendo will announce its third quarter earning results on February 7th, and the last two February Directs have happened 1 and 2 weeks after the investor meetings. So definitely not the day of or the day before or anywhere in the week of. So obviously lots of speculation here of when that Nintendo Direct is going to be. And let me know in the comments if you've heard any other rumors and who knows what other type of information will be out by the time you watch this. So whenever it happens, it happens. I really don't put a whole lot of time looking into when it's going to happen and all these rumors, but they just kept coming up and up again. So I just thought I would share with everyone the things that I've seen. Next, let's take a look at the Famitsu sales coming out of Japan. Now, normally I save this for the end, but I've got another story that kind of ties into this. So let's first look at the software sales. At number 1, we have Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, and this is on the Nintendo Switch, and this is its debut. And then we have Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet, number 2. Forspoken came in at number 3 for the PS5 and did pretty well. I'd be curious to see how the sales drop off for that, as the reviews weren't real great. And then we have all Switch titles the rest of the way: Fire Emblem Engage, Splatoon 3, Mario Kart 8, Disgaea 7, Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Sports, and then Momotaro Detitsu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but interestingly enough, this is at number 10, and it came out at the end of 2020. So my guess is maybe there was some type of promotion related to this game in Japan. And now let's take a look at the hardware sales. We have the PlayStation 5 disc version coming in at number 1 with over 53,000 units sold. And then the 3 Switch models have spots 2, 3, and 4. The PlayStation 5 Digital has number 5. The PS4 has number 6. And the Xbox Series S and X coming in last and 7 and 8th, at least for the current gen consoles. Now, interestingly enough, the PlayStation 5, if you add up both SKUs, sold 62,908 units, and the Switch family of systems only sold 51,108. So overall, the PlayStation 5 systems outsold the Switch family of systems. And this leads me into my next topic, and this is coming to us from The Verge. The headline here says Sony's PS5 just had its biggest quarter of sales since release. The Japanese electronics giant shipped 7.1 million of the consoles in the 3 months ending December 31st, its most yet. Now, Sony released a statement back in January saying that the PS5 shortage was over, and these sales numbers, along with what we saw in the latest Famitsu sales numbers from Japan, seem to confirm this. And as I look through the article, I want to point out a few little numbers here. As we saw in the headline, 7.1 million units shipped in the last 3 months of 2022. Now, this is almost twice as many shipped units during the same period as in 2021, which was 3.9 million. And Sony has now shipped 32.1 million units in total. And because of the increase in sales of the PlayStation 5 units, Sony increased its year-end operating profit forecast by 1.7% to 1.18 trillion yen, which is about $9.1 billion. And if you remember back in May of last year, Sony forecasted selling 18 million units for this current fiscal year, which is going to end at the end of March. And they are on track to do this. They just need to sell 5.2 million units this last fiscal quarter, which started this past January and runs through the end of March. So this is a huge boost for Sony, and I've definitely noticed that PlayStation 5 seem to be a whole lot easier to find now. And people are now starting to spot the console actually in brick and mortar stores. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the shortage crisis is pretty much over, or are you still having trouble finding one if you're still looking? And that's all we have for today. Let me know if anything we covered caught your attention. If so, make sure to drop us a comment below and let us know. And I want to thank you for watching, and be good.